morning. It's the same playbook, different day. Bond yields are up and tech stocks are getting hammered in the early going. Here's my playbook. Number one, buy this, sell that. The best tech companies have already moved on, beyond rising rates, beyond inflation, and beyond COVID. So buying shares on a pullback like this makes all the sense in the world. Think about this logically. I have not heard a single person yet say that they're giving up their iPhone because of all of this, but I hear anecdotally every day about people who've had it with Facebook, for example. I think it's very telling that Facebook paused the development of Instagram for kids after the Wall Street Journal reported that the company repeatedly found and knew that Instagram was harmful to some teenagers. I can only wonder what similar research would show about Facebook itself, but that's a story for another time. 2. Where to put $1,000 right now. Pfizer's next move, right on schedule and exactly as I suggested when I labeled Pfizer as my preferred Virus Plus choice nearly 2 years ago. The company has dosed its first patient with an mRNA-based flu vaccine, developed in conjunction, of course, with BioNTech. The company has also now submitted data regarding its COVID vaccination for children between 5 and 11 years of age. Other mRNA research will follow in the company's oncology portfolio and more. If you don't own Pfizer but claim you're in the stock market to make money, you might want to rethink that premise. There's another $40 billion or more that hasn't hit the top line, but probably will. 3. Ford's going EV. Here's what I suggest. Ford said Monday that it's raising global EV sales volume targets from a planned 40% in 2030 to 40 to 50%. Now, I'm not going to split hairs, but it's also planning to hire nearly 11,000 workers at a variety of plants and will spend nearly $30 billion, perhaps more. Shares are up 3% in overnight markets, but I'm not sure they'll continue to hold if the broader markets continue to sell off today. The move makes Ford more tech-like, which, not coincidentally, also makes the company more subject to volatility. I'm thinking a quick short or maybe a few put spreads might be in order. 4. Anybody else would go to jail, but he gets to retire. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, but this is everything that's wrong with our system. Dallas Federal Reserve President Robert Kaplan fell on his sword Monday, saying he was stepping down after making controversial $1 million stock trades he calls a distraction. Oh yeah, really? Distract this. Anybody else would probably go to jail or at minimum have some serious questions to answer to the authorities. Instead, he gets to retire and ride into the sunset. I think it's disgraceful and frankly, it's disgusting double standard. 5. Got oil? Brent crude has jumped above $80, more than 50% higher this year. I've been talking about dinosaur juice for a while now and even recommended my favorite big oil play recently in One Bar Ahead, my digital journal for investors and traders. It's up this morning in the early going, and I expect that to continue as long as the markets are rocky. EVs are great, but the reality is the world will need traditional oil for a long time to come, which is why, of course, you want to own it. Today's bottom line, you will spend 1/3 of your life or more chasing money. 8 to 10 hours a day, 365 days a year, it adds up quickly. So why on earth wouldn't you spend 10 minutes a day, that's it, 10 minutes a day, learning how to make more money and keep it? Invest, trade, practice, better yet, do all 3 of these things every single day. You got this, I promise. Let's make it a great day, as always. See you next time. Thank you for watching today's Morning 5 with Fitz. Click subscribe to get daily market notes right here on YouTube, or sign up for the email versions at the link below. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram for my real-time thoughts on markets, analysis, and more.